Welcome back everybody, I'm Marcio, you're watching The Urban Man. So a couple of weeks back I did a quick unboxing, well it wasn't really that quick, but I did an unboxing on the Rockwell 6S matte black edition that I had purchased. Let me get that in here for you guys to have a closer look. If you guys didn't see the unboxing and want to check it out, I'll put the link up to that video here. I think it's going to be here, here or here at the top. You guys can click that and you can check that video out on the unboxing just to see what you get inside the packaging. Really nice presentation. A bit pricey, a little bit pricey, but it does come packaged well, and it is a quality stainless steel razor. If I have to nitpick on one thing, it will be this threading. It's perfect, but I've just find that if you don't line it up properly, sometimes it wants to grip the threads a little bit skewed, but once you got it threaded in properly, she screws in, no issues at all. Just that little thing, I think the tolerance is just a little bit too loose for my liking. I'd like it to be a little bit more tighter, but besides that, yeah, that's my only really nitpick. But I've been loving, this is actually has become my favorite razor to use, my favorite safety razor, that is. I'm going to just pop this open. So today we're going to be doing a shave with her. I've shaved a couple of times already with her. I've got the number 5, I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is the number 5 blade. So whatever the number is at the bottom, that's what number you're shaving with. And then we got 6 at the top. So if I wanted to use the 6, I'll just flip this around. And blade of choice will be the Wilkonson sword, Saloon pack. Ken Surfs, watching his video, he introduced me to this, and since I started using the Wilkonson sword, it's become one of my favorites to use. Definitely great blades to use. So let's screw that in. So I did moisturize my face already with just some water, and I used some prep oil. I got some of this Bundubeard 14. This is the second time I'm using this. The first time it worked really well, so we're going to use that. Today we're going to be using a soap that I haven't used in a while, but this is Brito Lavanda. So let's get this going. I don't want this video to drag longer than it really needs to be. Let's get right. That should be good. And I actually had, when I opened it up just to check, it had some line. Well, not line, it just started popping out, so I just put it here on the basin so that I could use it afterwards. Okay. And brush of choice, we're going to be using the Semogue, the Owner's Club, just for a change. Let's get this lather going. Let's see. I don't really use creams that often, so let's see how this is going to lather up. I haven't used this cream in ages. Seems to be forming pretty well. We'll see if we need to add in more, but for now, it's looking good. So I've been doing quite a couple of videos regarding PlayStation, the PS5 pre-orders and all of that. You guys can check my channel out if you are interested in gaming, console gaming especially. I've got some awesome content that I've been putting out regarding all this PS5 pre-orders, and obviously there's all the Xbox pre-orders that have just recently sold out, maybe a week or so ago from the date of this recording. Yeah, so it's been exciting times regarding next gen consoles, and I actually went and picked myself up a new TV or panel, whatever you guys call it, this past weekend. Just gearing up for that next gen gaming. My previous TV wasn't next gen ready. I had a 4K TV, but the refresh rate wasn't up to spec. I think it was only a 50 hertz panel. That's another thing, you know, these guys that sell you these TVs, they tell you motion rate, and sometimes they don't tell you actual refresh rate, the hertz. And I only found this out now recently while really digging in they sometimes only tell you the motion rate, and the motion rate is actually half of what the real refresh rate is. So they put the motion rate, obviously, which is a higher value, and you look at this and you don't know, and you see, oh, it's 200, the motion rate's 200, I'm good. No, you're not. Because then, well, you are good, I mean, you're going to get 100 hits out of that, but still, it's the next gen is technically capable of doing 120, but I don't know if we're going to be seeing those sort of specs anytime soon. But you know, you want, if you're buying a new panel, new screen, you want to be able to have it future proofed. All right, let's start the shave. We're going to go with the grain first. So Wilkonson sword, the Rockwell 6S matte black edition. Let's go, boys. Boys, men. And another thing, this razor, I don't know why. I mean, I'm using the number 5. When I use this razor, I feel so much confidence. Not once have I ever used it where I stroke and where I feel like, okay, no, the blade is biting me or anything of that sort. And it just glides along your skin or your hairs with no fuss. It is a little bit thick, so getting under the nose can be a little bit tricky, but it's not that bad. Flip it over. There is some slight blade exposure on the sides, but I don't mind it personally. Some people do mind it, that's why I'm just letting you know beforehand. So, I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, here we go. You see you've got some blade exposure on the sides there. Finding the angle on here, super easy, nothing complicated. I've got a bit of a fever blister, hopefully I'm not gonna cut the skin there, but gonna leave the salt patch. We're gonna leave the salt patch today. As you can see, no fuss. I feel super confident and comfortable using this razor. And the times that I have used it, I don't think I've gotten a weeper with it. That I can remember. I don't think I have. But watch me now that I say I don't think I've gotten a weeper. I'll get a weeper today. Using it on camera. Super easy, super comfortable. Glides along the face. It's an awesome razor. Definitely one of my favorite razors. I'm not just saying that because it's new. I actually stuck on. I prefer a slightly more of an aggressive shave. So I've got the number 5 on here, as I said and as I showed you guys, but it shaves really nicely close to the skin, but it doesn't feel aggressive on your skin at all. Hairs around the chin area a bit long. But we'll sort them out. Yeah, and the weight on this is lovely. Really nice. Being full stainless steel, head, top cap and handle. Really got a nice weight. So if you enjoy something with a bit of heft, then you'll definitely enjoy this. The handle is a bit on the shorter side. I don't have the measurements with me, but I mean, you can see if I grip it like this, you can grab it comfortably, but it's not a super long handle. Almost done with the first pass. We're going to just do this 2-pass shave. Awesome. Okay, let's rinse up. I don't want to carry on. I've got a couple of spots that I've missed, but I don't want to go along the skin without lubricating it with some soap. So I'm just going to clean up a little bit here. So yeah, back to the panels and TVs. If you guys are looking at getting a new TV and you want to future-proof it, just look at the hoods and not at the motion rate. Or if you look at the motion rate, just make sure, so for example, you want to have it at least be able to do the refresh rate be 120. So the motion rate should be 240 minimum, and then you're good to go. And then another thing you want to have your eye out on for is make sure, well, if it's 4K and the motion rate is 120, not motion rate, sorry, the refresh rate is 120, then it should have already standard HDMI 2.1. But just make sure that it does have HDMI 2.1, and then you're all good to go. You want to also look at other nice things that's definitely going to help with the performance while you're gaming. Well, have a super awesome experience while you're gaming, is make sure it's got VRR, variable refresh rate. So just a couple of tips and hints of things to look out for. But yeah, I'm going to be doing, I've got an unboxing planned on that one. I've also got another cool video that I'm going to be releasing soon, maybe next week, within the next week or two. I've actually, with the 3D printing, I've got some cool stuff for the wet shavers out there that I've designed and made. So I'll be dropping that video very soon, hopefully. I'm going to go across the grain now. Getting some nice audible feedback there. So the next video, yeah, it's going to be for the wet shavers and the 3D printers, the guys that own the 3D printers. Hopefully you know somebody that owns a 3D printer, because I think you guys might want to, if you're a wet shaver, you might want to get these printed. I'm not going to give it away now. But yeah, what I would do, if you guys want to keep up to date with that and get notified on my videos, if you are subbed already, then just click that bell icon so you can get updated when I release my videos, because sometimes YouTube doesn't notify you guys when I release a video, or you get notified only a day or two later. It will pop up in your feed. So if you click that bell icon, guys will get notified instantly. Yeah, so I was actually eyeing out the Xbox. I'm just trying to be careful around there. Because I don't want to cut my fever blister. What was I getting? The Xbox. So this was before the pre-orders went live and all of that with Xbox and PS, and I was really eyeing out the Xbox because in terms of power, I'm not gonna lie, it is the more powerful unit. But then I started watching videos and I waited. I waited till launch and all of that. And I've been watching other reviewers, and there's just no bloody games being launched with the bloody Xbox series, whether it's the X or the S. There's no bloody games being launched with that thing. All the games that are coming out on the Xbox is third-party titles, so you'll be able to grab them on PS as well. Whereas PS is coming out with the third-party titles and their own. So it was sort of like then it became just a no-brainer. I'm like, oh, what am I buying the Xbox Series for? And like I was saying, back to this blade, back to this razor, I feel so confident. Usually when I would go around the chin area, I won't talk like this with you guys. With other razors, I would normally like stop talking, shave around the chin area, and then once I release, then I'll carry on chatting, and even around the neck area. But with this, I mean, you can see no weepers, nothing. It's really, really a magnificent razor. For my skin, look, I don't know how everybody else is, but if you guys own one of these and shave with one of these regularly, please let me know your guys' experience. But for me personally, beautiful, beautiful razor. And like I said, I just have so much confidence with it. I don't know why, it's difficult to explain. I haven't felt it with another razor before, the confidence that I'm speaking about. With other razors, it's just different. When you use this, you don't feel like scared or intimidated. Like I say, I can chat to you freely while shaving and not worry that I'm going to nick myself or cut myself. Really, really is a lovely razor. Okay, I just want to get my little close-up mirror here. Just want to see about the spots I normally miss and just touch up, do the touch-ups. Okay, seems like just the usual touch-ups that I need to do. I'm going to finish off the touch-ups quick and end the shave off. I hope I'm still within the camera. It's actually a tricky shaving. With a fever blister. Yeah, so I really was contemplating that Xbox Series X at a stage, but yeah, there's just no bloody games. I've never been a PC gamer. I grew up with consoles, and I currently do have a gaming PC. Well, a PC that is capable of gaming, let's say that rather. And yeah, I use it for my editing and that sort of thing, but that's about it at the moment. The ease of consoles, not having to worry. For me personally, this is why I enjoy consoles. Is I'll buy a console, and I know the games that get released on that console for the next, when there's a next gen console, for example, right now they're going to release the PS5. You're going to buy that console, and for the next 7 or 8 years or however long it is, the lifespan of that console, all your games that you buy will be able to play on that. Whereas with a PC, I've seen with friends, a new graphics card comes out, a new cooling system comes out, then your graphics card, the power supply, it can't handle that power, so then you have to buy another power supply. No, it's just not for me. Nothing wrong with it, like I said. That's what you enjoy, then please play it. I've got nothing against PC gamers, or like I said, I was contemplating picking up the Xbox myself, and maybe I will in another year or so, once Microsoft get their crap together, then maybe I'll contemplate picking one up. But for now, I think if you own, this is just my personal opinion, if you enjoy the Xbox, if you're a fan of Microsoft and you have an Xbox One, I would honestly say stick with that Xbox One. There are going to be some advantages with the Xbox One in terms of Mr. All. There are going to be some advantages, obviously, with the Xbox Series, but in terms of games coming out on the Xbox Series that's not going to be on the One, not really going to gain much advantage of it. I would say stick with your Xbox One, maybe wait out 6 months or so, let Microsoft get their act together with a Series, and then maybe your Xbox Series will be even cheaper because it's past launch and you can pick one up at a better deal. That's just my personal opinion, and what I'm going to probably do, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see, like I said, if Microsoft gets their act together, then I'd love to try out Xbox. I've never had one, but yeah, I'd just like to try it out. And I've never played an Xbox, and even with a mate or whatever, never ever tried an Xbox. So I would really like to just try one out and see how it is, see how the remote feels. I don't like how the remote looks, but aftershave of choice. Also, Bundubeards. This is the Sandalwood. I actually need to pick up, Sandalwood is nice for winter, but I actually need to pick up a nice, fresh, something a bit more fresh for now, for summer, because summer's hit. It's been hot. Today was this whole weekend was freaking hot. So I need to pick up something nice and fresh, something maybe citrusy now for summer to use, but the Sandalwood is still lovely nevertheless. Alright guys, well that's the shave with the, I'll just clean this up now in a second. But what an awesome, beautiful razor. If you guys are looking for a little bit more of a quality razor and something that's it's basically, it's for all types of skins, because you got the different plates on it. Like I said earlier, I did make a video of my unboxing showing all the plates and all of that. So it's really such a versatile safety razor that caters for everybody's needs. If you have sensitive skin, you can use your number 1 plate. If you prefer a more aggressive shave, you can put the 6. I use the 5, and it gave a super smooth shave. No weepers at all. But from the start, I said this razor, the shaves that I've gotten out of this has been super comfortable. I really feel comfortable and confident in using it. I didn't mind talking the whole way through while shaving with it. So proof is in the pudding, I guess. So anyways, guys, let's end this video there. I appreciate you watching until the end. If you have anything or want to find out anything regarding the Rockwell 6S, please leave it down in the comments below. I'll try to answer you. I always answer all the questions that I have there. And hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. And if you haven't subbed, sub already. If you haven't subbed, sub already. If you haven't subbed, what are you waiting for? Sub now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers for now.